In this video, we will explain the interface between morphology and syntax, the differences they have, and how they relate. As teachers, we must have a good knowledge of morphology and syntax of English grammar. As a general rule, teachers need to contextualize any new language items they introduce. This is particularly important for verb tenses, which form a large part of any grammatical syllabus. This helps the learners to understand the meaning of the grammatical items and to explore its use. Let's begin with what is morphology. Morphology is the study of forms, or the study of how words are put together. In morphology, we have morphemes. A morpheme is the smallest unit of the language that has its own meaning. There are two types of morphemes. Free morpheme, which is the root, and in this one we can find lexical, which are verbs, adjectives, and nouns. These are considered open class because we can add more to language. In these, we also have functional morphemes, which are the function words like conjunctions, prepositions, and articles. These are considered to be closed class because we cannot add more of these to language. The other morphemes are bound, which are considered to be stem. First, we have the derivational, which are the ones that change categories. For example, we have the word hair, which is a noun. If we add less, the word turns into hairless, which is now an adjective. In bound morphemes, we also have inflectional, which are used to indicate the aspects of a word. In English, there are only 8 inflectional morphemes. Now, I will explain what syntax is, and the function it has in grammar. The difference between syntax and morphology is that syntax is the one that studies the form of the sentences. As I said before, morphology is the one that studies the words. Types of phrases. We have adjective, adverb, verb, and prepositional phrases. In our first example, we have an adjective phrase. Lily is smart. Smart would be the adjective. An adverb. She recently finished her homework. Recently is the head word, therefore, the adverb. In our verb phrase, we have they play soccer. Play is the verb, therefore, this is considered to be a verb phrase. In prepositional, we have in the fridge. In would be the preposition, therefore, a prepositional phrase. Structure classes. Structure class words are words that signal how the form class words relate to each other in a sentence. Qualifiers. These occur in the position just before an adjectival phrase or an adverbial phrase. Its function is to modify, and it's called the head. For example, we have, the water is boiling hot. Boiling is a verb, but it's qualifying hot. Therefore, boiling is the qualifier in this sentence. Prepositions. We have two types. We have simple, which are about, of, by, and since. And in compound, we have next to, by, means of, or in determiners. These are words that pattern with a noun. In these we can find articles such as a, an, and the. We also find demonstratives, such as this, these, that, and those. And possessive pronouns, my, your, his, and her. Auxiliaries. These are closely associated with the verb, and there are 3 kinds. We have modal auxiliaries, which are can, could, may, and might. Primary, which are have and be, and the periphrastic, which are do, does, and did. Clause concept and classification. What is a clause? A clause is a group of words containing a subject and predicate functioning as a member of a complex or compound sentence. There are 2 types of clauses. A main clause, which is the one that expresses a complete meaning, and subordinate clause, which is the one that can express a complete meaning. After analyzing what morphology and syntax are, we come to a conclusion that while morphology builds up word forms, typically by combining roots with other roots and with affixes, but also by applying other operations to them, syntax takes fully inflected words as input and combines them into phrases and sentences. Well, this has been the interface between morphology and syntax. Thanks for watching.